this is absolutely shocking, Karine.
Many would, in fact, Vinny, say that this is perhaps a surprise, that they thought the judge would have perhaps sent this troubled actress off to rehab or maybe even jail where she could, post bail. But no, he made sure that there was some stipulation there that she couldn't even post bail and given that option, so she will have to sit behind bars for 30 days. Our colleague who was inside that courtroom came out and told us exactly what happened. Apparently, Lohan's attorney, Sean Chapman-Hawley, wasn't even given the opportunity to argue regarding that bail. She said, "May I ask a question regarding that?" And the judge apparently said no. So he was very, very firm in terms of today's orders. After that, 4 deputies surrounded Lohan. They handcuffed her. Her hands were placed behind her back. She was let out, and we don't know right now whether or not she's en route or maybe she's still here on the premises, but at the end of the day, she will be in jail, and that was the ruling coming down from Judge Eldon Fox this morning.
Now, Karine, I've appeared before judges like Judge Fox, and they give you an opportunity. If you mess up, they come down on you. Now, these 30 days, these are going to be 30 real days, right? Because we've seen her sentenced to jail before, but this is different than being sentenced to jail, right? She's going to be held there until they bring her back into the courtroom. So this is going to be 30 real days for Lindsay Lohan.
He really laid down the law this morning, and that's why many people found this so surprising, because some people surmised, well, okay, if he does sentence her to jail because of overcrowding, good behavior, she could, bail out, she would be released after a matter of days, and that option isn't even on the table now. Imagine having to sit in jail for 30 days. It's longer. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but Vinny, this is more time than what the previous judge sentenced her to. Remember the 90 days behind jail?
Days, she ended up serving 23.
In jail, she served, 13, I believe.
13.
13.
23 in rehab, 13 in jail.
But I don't know if Lohan or her team saw this coming.
Yeah, I don't think they did either, because when we saw them enter the courtroom this morning, there didn't seem to be that panic that you might have if you thought for sure you had a notion that you were going to be spending the next 30 days in jail. So, Karine, what is any reaction from anyone, perhaps Michael Lohan or anyone else that's come out of the courtroom as to what happened inside there?
Perfect timing, Vinny. We see this flurry of activity behind us. Press and spectators and some law enforcement officials. So we're waiting to see. There may be someone coming out. I know that Michael Lohan, he was in court this morning. He's always been very, very vocal, whether it's through his attorney or just speaking to the press. So you can see behind me all the action taking place, and I'm keeping my eye on it, as well as you are from your vantage point. So I'm not sure who exactly will be coming out, whether it's Sean Chapman-Hawley, who, by the way, didn't even really get a chance to address the judge. She didn't get a chance to argue on behalf of her client, Judge Eldon Fox. It seems he had his mind made up before he arrived in court this morning and saw what happened, and Lohan's admission that she failed the test, and the test results itself, they speak for themselves. So again, this may be what Lindsay Lohan needs at this moment. Not saying that rehab is off the table, but the judge clearly frustrated as to how this case has been proceeding.